This is the WWE SmackDown, September 26, 2025, full show results video, which takes place at the Kia Center in Orlando, Florida. Paul Heyman opened this segment in the ring, teasing a long speech but instead directing the crowd's attention to what they wanted to hear. He hinted at topics like Seth Rollins, the Tribal Chief, and Brock Lesnar, but the Orlando audience responded with OTC chants. Heyman pivoted, hyping Bron Breakker as the future of WWE, potentially main-eventing WrestleMania for decades. He also teased conspiracy theories surrounding Brock Lesnar. American Nightmare Cody Rhodes then made his entrance to a huge ovation. He acknowledged his past mistake calling Heyman a goon and praised his intelligence, before demanding answers about Brock Lesnar. Rhodes questioned whether Heyman was speaking as the Oracle, the Wiseman, or the Advocate. Heyman, calling himself the GOAT, admitted he respected Cody's confrontation but revealed Brock was not present tonight. The tension escalated as the Bron and Bron Connection, Breakker and Bronson Reed entered the ring, touted as the future in danger of the industry. Cody squared off, discarding his baby blue blazer to Booker T on commentary, and threw the first punch, leading to a chaotic brawl. Breakker and Reed dominated early, but Rhodes fought back. The segment reached a climax when Randy Orton made the save, clearing Reed and hitting an RKO on Bron as he entered the ring, while Rhodes neutralized Breakker, ending the chaotic showdown with momentum firmly in Rhodes and Orton's favor. Then we saw a WWE Tag Team Championship #1 contenders match between Melo Don't Miz vs Street Profits. The match opened with The Miz and Montez Ford exchanging quick counters, including schoolboys and roll-ups, while the referee caught a hand assist. Tags to Angelo Dawkins and Angelo Hayes led to double teams, drop kicks, shoulder blocks, and a double clothesline sending Miz to the floor. After back-and-forth action with chops, DDTs, and lariats, the Street Profits isolated Miz, hitting signature moves like the drill bit and spinning stinger splash. Montez Ford finished with a frog splash for the pinfall, securing the victory and earning the #1 contender spot for the WWE Tag Team Championship. Backstage, Jade Cargill is interviewed and says she's sick and tired of Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax, and it's gonna feel good when she's WWE Women's Champion. WWE Women's World Champion Stephanie Vacker rolls up and they have a little back and forth about the possibility of facing each other at Crown Jewel. The next match happened between B-Fab and Mia Yim versus Julia and Kiana James. The match opened with B-Fab and Kiana James exchanging strikes, including lariats and heel kicks. Tags to Mia Yim and Julia saw Julia take control, using hard rights, whip reversals, and drop kicks. B-Fab and James tried to regain momentum with combos and tornado DDTs, while Mia's interference with a schoolboy and elbow strikes added chaos. Yim delivered strong offense, but Julia and James worked cohesively with coordinated attacks. The climax saw Julia hit her Arrivederci finisher, followed by a Northern Lights bomb on Yim, securing the pinfall. Julia and Kiana James emerged victorious after a fast-paced, back-and-forth contest filled with high-impact moves. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair are approached by Sol Ruca and Zarya, who claim they deserve a shot at the tag titles. Flair insists they haven't earned it yet, while Zarya argues back, sparking bickering. Bliss tells them they must first prove themselves as a team to get in line for a title opportunity. Ruca holds Zarya back, acknowledging they'll earn their shot eventually. Flair praises Bliss for being firm. Drew McIntyre takes the mic, reflecting on his 2017 WWE return and his historic win over Randy Orton in the same arena, lamenting that he should have left as champion tonight. He vents frustration at Cody Rhodes for costing him the WWE Championship due to a slow referee count and interference on the floor, questioning whether referees serve WWE or Cody. While he doesn't blame referee Ryan Tran personally, he accuses Cody of abusing his power. Nick Aldis then enters, acknowledging Drew's points but reminding him that wrestling is unpredictable, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. He criticizes Drew for making excuses, telling him the referee's decision is final. Drew insists on relying on his own medical team, which Aldis calls insane, before leaving the segment. Finally, Jacob Fatu confronts McIntyre, calling him out for constant complaining and challenging him physically. Drew headbutts Fatu, but Fatu retaliates with a super kick and seizes McIntyre's walking boot, using it to strike him. The segment ends with Drew stunned and Fatu standing dominant. Tiffany Stratton is checking her makeup in a mirror backstage when Stephanie Vacker rolls up. Vacker says maybe they'll meet in the ring at Crown Jewel, and Stratton says she respects her, but if it comes down to them, she's gonna win. Dragon Lee is chatting with Sami Zayn backstage, and Zayn says anybody could answer the open challenge tonight, and they're in Orlando, so that really means anybody, and he goes to make his entrance to send us to break. Back from commercial, Solo Sikoa cuts a promo in the brick wall room. He summons JC Mateo and hypes him up as a man who has won titles around the world and is pound for pound the strongest man in the world. He checked Jacob Fatu, and he stands by Solo's side, and he loves him for that, and his loyalty will be rewarded as long as he's part of his family tree. Mateo puts a hand on Sikoa's shoulder and tells him he loves him. Sami Zayn waits in the ring for his challenger. It's J. Ebon Evans from NXT. Then we saw a match between J. Ebon Evans vs Sami Zayn for the WWE United States Championship. The match between J. Ebon Evans and WWE United States Champion Sami Zayn was a high-octane, back-and-forth contest. Evans started strong with chops, arm drags, and quick counters, even eliciting respect from Zayn with a smile. The two exchanged high-impact moves, including shoulder blocks, suicide dives, Frankensteiners, and springboard attacks, keeping the crowd on edge. Evans hit multiple signature maneuvers, narrowly missing several near falls, including a leapfrog lariat and corner exploder suplex. Zayn countered with his own arsenal, including a hell of a kick and timely dodges, showcasing resilience and ring awareness. In the climax, after a series of counters and high-risk moves, Zayn hits the Blue Thunder Driver, securing the pinfall and retaining the WWE United States Championship. Post-match, Sami leads the crowd in a round of applause for the young OG and raises his hand. Nia Jax is walking backstage when Chelsea Green rolls up to offer her the exclusive position of Slagent in her secret Hervice, but Jax tears the flyer up and keeps moving. Stephanie Baker rolls up and wishes her luck. Nia says she could drop her where she stands, but she'd rather wait for Crown Jewel. Back from commercial, Damian Priest runs into Kit Wilson backstage. Wilson, in a sling and a wheelchair, gives him a ton lashing over being a toxic man. Priest starts at him, Kitty falls backwards over the wheelchair, and Damian offers a trite bitches be trippin' nut. Aleister Black appears behind Damian and kicks him to the floor, saying they're gonna be doing this until only one of them is left standing, and wishes him a happy birthday. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Jade Cargill vs Nia Jax vs Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. The action started with Jax dominating early, slamming Stratton and shrugging off Jade, but Tiffany gained control with a dropkick, sending both opponents down as the first break hit. After the commercial, chaos spread to the floor with Cargill hitting a fall-away slam and Jax ramming Tiffany into the ring post. Nia returned to jaw and clobber Stratton, only to be pounced on by Cargill. High-impact moves, including pump-handle facebusters, sentons, and Frankensteiners, kept the match frantic, with constant counters and near falls. Steel steps were used violently, leaving Cargill busted open above the eye after a Samoan drop. Despite the blood and chaos, Tiffany showcased resilience, hitting the prettiest moonsault ever for the decisive pin on Nia Jax, retaining her WWE Women's Championship in a brutal, multi-woman showdown filled with high-risk moves, power displays, and intense back-and-forth action. Post-match, Stephanie Baker makes her entrance to confront her Crown Jewel opponent. They square up and hold their titles up, and the show goes off the air. How would you rate this week's WWE SmackDown show? Tell me in the comments, and thanks for watching.